Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will discuss the physical and chemical properties of fuels and lubricants. These results. This topic is taken from STCW Function 1, Marine Engineering at the operational level. Competence, plan and schedule operation. TOP, which is knowledge, understanding, and proficiency. We have here the physical and chemical properties of lubricants. Our learning outcome. At the end of this lesson, the students should be able to describe the facilities available for laboratory, testing of fuels and lubricants, the properties that can be determined, and how the results can be interpreted and utilized in maintenance program. Now we have here the introduction. Machine condition monitoring or maintenance is the practice of assessing a machine's condition by periodically gathering data on key machine health indicators to determine when to schedule maintenance. One of the keys to keeping machinery operating at optimal performance involves monitoring and analyzing lubricant oils for characteristics such as contamination, chemical content, and viscosity. Knowing how to interpret changing lubricant properties can increase both the uptime and the life of your mission critical capital equipment. The existence or amount of debris and particles from wearing parts, erosion, and contamination provide insights about the issues affecting performance and reliability. Lubricant, fuel, and other key fluid analysis provide critical early warning information indicative of machine failure. Analyzing and trending the data means you can schedule maintenance before a critical failure occurs. The result, higher equipment availability and productivity, lower maintenance cost, fewer outages, optimal equipment performance, and a greener operation. So we have here the question, what does lube oil analysis tell you? So I have here an example. So we will read first the explanation. By analyzing a sample of used engine oil, you can determine the amount of contamination, the wear rates, and overall condition of your engine. The real benefit of an oil analysis is that it acts as an early warning system, alerting you to potential problems before they become an equipment failure. So this is an example. So this example is taken from my previous ship. So this is in my file in Ship Engineer Cabin. So I save it in my laptop also. So for example here, there is a caution here. I remark caution. So meaning caution, if we look at here, caution means conditions are present that may require monitoring, diagnosis to minimize impact on equipment and lubricant performance. Meaning, the keyword here is monitoring, require monitoring diagnosis. Meaning, there's something wrong in the system and the result is fusion. So, it requires monitoring or diagnosis. So, we'll continue here. So, by analyzing, so this example here, I send every 3 months to the laboratory, to my company, and then to my company laboratory, and then they send me this result. So I send sample to the laboratory every 3 months because it is required by our safety management system on ship. So it is here. The real benefit of an oil analysis that it acts an early warning system alerting you of potential problems. So many potential problems of your machinery or equipment. For example, if I read here the remarks, I cannot so I will zoom in this one. Zoom in, I can zoom in this one. So it's not clear. It's not clear. So for example here, the water content of this crosshead engine system oil is marginal. Check our satisfactory operation of the purifier. Ensure throughout throughput is in the line with recommendation. Correct gravity test is fitted where appropriate and operating temperature is being maintained at 90 degrees Celsius. So they put the remarks here. And also here, those are the remarks. So there's something wrong in the purifier. They tell me that I had to check my purifier because there was a water content. That's why they put this remark caution. So you see, it serves as an early warning system. So I didn't know that there was a water content, but by the result of the oil analysis, the result told me that there was a water content on my main engine lobe oil. So I illustrate another example since you are familiar with this. If you experience uncomfortable or sick, so you go to doctor for consultation. So the doctor tell you that consult to you. So based on your complaint, the doctor give you prescription which is laboratory. So doctor send you to take laboratory with your urine, with your blood, with your, for example, with your stool. So that 3 specimen, the doctor give you to go to give your prescription to go to laboratory. And when the result completed and you claim your result, then you come back to doctor for the analysis. So the doctor finds something that there was an infection of your, for example, urine, your blood, or your uh, stool. So the doctor give you the prescription of medicine. So by doing the laboratory, which is the equivalent here is the analysis, oil analysis, the doctor give you the medicine, prescription of medicine in order for you to take your medicine with that particular infection, for example. So I give you that illustration to explain, to compare with this oil analysis. So this oil analysis, we're just like a doctor here that this oil analysis is a laboratory result. So this is uh, 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 what it means that with analyzing the sample of used engine oil. So we'll proceed here. So here is the what we call the caution, the remarks, which the maker tell me that your main engine lube oil has a water content or a marginal water content but need monitoring. So that's why they write here caution. So this laboratory result is just like a laboratory result when you go to doctor. So here we are just like a doctor. We analyze the used engine oil to monitor the condition of our engine system. So next. So for example here, they write normal. So normal, this is so normal, green is normal, yellow is caution, and red is alert. So here, for example, so here they write so it's not clear. When I zoom in, it's not clear. So anyway, when they write this normal, this one, so I lost my light is normal. Now I zoom in. So the right here comments no action is required on oil or engine. Results are within acceptable ranges. Examine progressive changes and monitor results for changing trends. Sample at next schedule interval. So this one is I took the sample from diesel generator number 1. So the engine is Daihatsu. So the oil lubricant is Mobilguard M330. So the right here, normal. So as the comments, no action is required. No action is required. So because it is normal. So no problem, but they suggest, the laboratory suggests, but then in the next sample, it should be monitored. It should be monitored in the next sample. So the right here normal, so no problem of the engine oil system. Laboratory result is telling that the oil is normal, so the engine is system is normal because the oil is normal. So we'll proceed here. So this is the sample of oil analysis graphic sample results. This one, as we see here. So this is the result of the oil analysis. So this is just an explanation of this result. Now we'll proceed here. Your Signum oil analysis report provides an early and easily readable color-coded performance assessment with one of the following ratings. So we have here alert: condition exists that exceed acceptable limits or require corrective action. Steps should be taken to confirm and correct the condition. So meaning alert here, if you have a remarks here, alert here, if the remarks are alert, you have to change oil, your engine oil, change oil, because it change oil, and you have to check the system of what is or what are the problems happen. So you have to troubleshoot the system, trace the everything, pipelines, the systems. You have to take inspection, and you have to change oil, as well as also your purifier. You have to check, because you need to change oil the system because it is alert, and it is you have to correct, confirm and to correct, because there is something problem with your engine system. So you have to change oil when this alert is the result of your oil analysis. Caution: conditions are present that may require monitoring or diagnosis to minimize impact on the equipment and lubricant performance. So as I explained earlier, caution, if you have remarks with a caution, you have to monitor, or it requires monitoring or diagnosis. So you have to check. So as the laboratory told me that I have to check my purifier system, and I have to check the gravity test and check the separation temperature to maintain. So it probably so I have to check also my engine system. Probably there was there is a contamination. Why? There is a water content, as well as the purifier system. So purifier system to purify the lube oil, I have to check also. So because the purifier will supposedly remove water and other contaminants. So when you have remarks with the normal equipment, contamination and lubricant conditions are within acceptable range. So meaning you only just monitor, but no need to, or what we call action, as it says here, no action is required. It says here, no action is required, because your engine system, because of your lube oil analysis result is normal, so no action is required here. So we have here the interpreting your analysis result. So how to interpret? So the overall assessment focuses on 3 areas that help identify. So equipment condition, contamination condition, and lubricant condition. So by interpreting your oil analysis, you have to assess your equipment condition. You have to assess also the contamination, analyze the contamination condition and the lubricant condition. So for example, here is the parameters. We have the viscosity at 40, viscosity at 100, fuel content in percent, water content in percent, TBN, which is total base number, plus point rate for example is oil, AMS oil 5W30 grade. So we have here the legend. The green color indicate good condition, yellow color indicate alarm level, and red color indicate that oil must be changed. So here, the viscosity at 40, so the standard here, we have the standard to psi for engine grade 30. Psi is Society of Automotive Engineers. So, for example here, viscosity at 40, it should be within 90 to 110 centistop. At 100, the viscosity is 9.3 to 12.5. Fuel content should be 0, water content should be 0. TBN should be 6 to 8. And plus point rate for AMS oil 5W30 grade should be 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So now, at January 1, 2009, the result was all normal. So it is all green. See? So the standard is 90 to 110. Now we have a result in 100. So 100. So in between, we have here the result is the 11.5, which is in between of the 9.3 to 12.5. So it is normal. We have here result 0. We have here result 0. So it is normal. We have here result 7 in between of 6 and 8. And we have also here 385. So here is what we call this greater than. So greater than 375. So this is greater than 375, which is 385. So does not require action because this is all normal. Now in January 2010, here is 98. So is there normal? Viscosity at 40 is there normal, but the viscosity at 100 here is 8.6, which is less than 9.3. So this is already caution. This is already contaminated. So now you can assess the contamination condition. This is contaminated. So it might be contaminated with diesel oil, or diesel oil, because this is lower viscosity now. So this needs caution. So you need to check the system, engine system. So here the pure fuel content here is 5. So when there is fuel content, for example diesel fuel, so the viscosity is low now. So the effectiveness of the lubrication to your lubricating parts of your engine is not anymore effective, so you have to change oil. That's why here the red color indicate that oil must be changed. So this is red color because this is contaminated with diesel oil. So you need to change oil, your engine oil, and you have to check the engine system. What will happen here? Water content is 2 at this date. So need caution because there's water content. So you may need to check your purify system for optimum performance and the performance of your purifier. Why there is water content. Here also TBN, which is very low, 3.82. You need also to change your oil, engine oil. Plus point, which is 375 375, but here it must be greater than 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it's 375 only, so this is contaminated. So you have to monitor your engine system. So that is how to interpret your oil analysis result. Now, we have a question here. What are the risks of using poor quality of fuel oil on ships? So, here we have an explanation here. Poor quality of fuel oil can very rapidly disable a ship, with the financial implications of returning an engine to full service being significant, notwithstanding any commercial repercussions. Crew and ship safety, cargo damage, and propulsion rest should also be considered in condition to any technical and commercial problems that are likely to be encountered. So as you can see here, by the use of the poor quality of fuel oil on ships, your piston rings are all broken. As you can see, these are all broken, and the piston is very dirty. You see, very dirty. So the piston is broken, all broken. So as you can see also, your exhaust valve, a lot of carbon build up. You see, this is carbon build up. So the safety of your ship, because your engine is damaged. For example, when the ship is navigating, so at sea, and you have a cargo which is a perishable cargo, like the cargo of the reaper ships. So you are stopped at the middle of the ocean, then your cargo will be damaged if you stop a long time at the middle of the sea because of this damage, because of using poor quality of fuel oil. So example here, a lot of carbon build up to your exhaust valve, your piston is, all piston are broken, and you have a scavenging fire because of the piston is broken, and you have the combustion blow by and causing the scavenging fire to your engine. So it can disable to your ship at the middle of the ocean, and the crew is very tired of doing the repair, and this is not a good conditions because of, or this is a very bad condition because of using poor quality of fuel oil. So here we have also here our centrifugal purifier, or our purifier here. So here, poor quality of fuel can cause rapid problems with the ship's fuel treatment, which is your fuel oil purifier or centrifugal purifier. So fuel oil treatments caused by incompatibility issues due to mixing of bunkered and existing fuel on board. Referred to as admixing, incompatibility can result in total chemical breakdown of the fuel, which can separate into light, colorless, inert liquid, and heavy sludge that may require manual removal. So as you can see, I experienced this one when I was a second engineer. So at that time, before I arrived on the ship, they are being supplied with bad quality fuel. So I experienced with this experience. So the use of the incorrect fuel oil can lead to catastrophic damage to machinery, substantial claims, and can endanger the ship and those aboard. So meaning the crew. So here, as you can see here, a lot of sludge accumulation in your centrifugal purifier. So because of the poor quality of fuel. So what had happened when I was a second engineer on board, we assigned the wiper and the oiler every 30 minutes. They have to open this bowl hood here, the purifier, centrifugal purifier bowl hood, to remove this sludge accumulation. So every 30 minutes, they have to open, stop the purifier, and they have to open the bowl hood and to remove this sludge accumulation here. So that is how the poor quality of fuel can affect the fuel oil treatments, which is centrifugal purifier. Next, rapid soaking of fuel filtration systems and centrifugal purifier. So this is the example. Requiring round-the-clock maintenance to ensure machinery remains in service, albeit less effectively. This result in increased spare parts cost and a drain on engineer resources. So meaning drain on engineer resources is the engineer on board ship is very tired because of this what we call this sludge build up. So rapid choking of filtration system. So this is choking now. This is choking now with the sludge build up. So we have also here an example, a typical example of fuel oil analysis report found on ship. So the example, the result is something like this coming from the laboratory. So this file is being filed by chief engineer file, because during the inspection, the inspector will check this fuel analysis result as well as also the lube oil analysis result. So for the recap, we have discussed the following. So we describe the facilities available for laboratory testing of fuels and lubricants, the properties that can be determined and how the results can be interpreted and utilized in maintenance programs. So we already discussed this one. Next, so what to do next meeting or our activity for the next meeting. So we will have a short quiz for the given that topic, for this given topic, and we will have also random oral recitation. So I have to give you score for that. And after that, we will discuss the following. So we'll discuss the outline procedures for dealing with the contamination of oils by water, fuel and lubricating oil, solid debris or other contaminants, including recognition of unacceptable levels and possible consequences. So we also examine during the discussion, we examine the causes, symptoms, effects, and methods of treatment of oils that have been infected with microbiological organisms. So that will be our activity for the next meeting. So this is the end of the discussion for this week, for the week 9. So please study this video, take your notes, and take your questions. Write your questions if you have. If you cannot understand, then write your questions so that I can explain to you during our Zoom meeting. And please also click subscribe on my channel. Please click share, please click like, and please also click notification button. And thank you for watching. See you on my next video.